Good day. So back to building out a new version of Snippet Expander with Gleam as the front end on a Wails app. So let's get going. I need to try and remember where I am. Here we go. Right, so we have deleted all the svelte stuff. We are in the middle of building out the new Gleam stuff here. And if I remember correctly, I had things kind of working. So let's do I should be able to do a object sec. That would have been a while ago. Let's do make. Okay, so that's rebuilding the GUI app. That was successful. And then here I can just run it. And we'll just see the bare minimum. Here we go. Right. Yeah, so it's now got a little timer. Okay, that's right. I remember, right. No. Okay, so I need to fix it so that the timer, the check to see whether the daemon is up and running kicks off first, and then we have the background process making sure the daemon is running. Okay, hopefully that still works. Good. Okay. Right, so this is the issue. We have on init, we are starting the timer here, which creates a dispatch method which dispatches the tick, and the tick does its job through handle tick, and this is something that we want to run every 5 seconds. And at the moment, all it's doing is saying, okay, here's the model, and is the daemon running? And then it kicks through and does a little check using the Wails IPC to call back to the GUI app. All right. So somehow we need to fire off, and is daemon running? Before then kicking off the timer. I think. During init. Or I guess yeah, so the only reason why we need to do this sending a message is because the test for whether the daemon is running is always going to return a promise. And we need to handle that. And the best way to sort of terminate that and not have promises all the way up the stack is to switch it into an effect, which is what I do here. Like I just did a couple of videos ago. Mentioned that. So so maybe what I need to do is have like an initial check message. Would that work? If I have, so yeah, so we do Hmm. So what I'm thinking is a bit like how in the start timer we do this dispatch of a tick. Could I instead, from init, just fire off like an initial daemon run-in check? And then when I catch that in the update, I could then maybe kick off the timer. Seems a bit weird. Kind of do need like an async thing there. It'd be nice if I just fired off the check and then started the timer. Okay. My lack of Gleam knowledge is causing me issues here. I don't know what I can do. What I could do... I don't want to get into actors and blah, blah, blah. That's way too much, I'm sure. And I'm not sure I can do that so well on the JavaScript side anyway. I haven't looked into it. I'm sure there might be a wrapper for that. This is analysis paralysis, sort of, and also lack of knowledge. Let's do some experiments then. Let's see if I can I if I have the tick run in there, yeah, I'm a little bit stuck. Handle tick. What I could do is on the back of the Daemon running result. So if I emit is Daemon running from init, we get some result one way or the other here. Then, if the timer is not running, I could kick it off to say, well, now make sure I am running, regardless of the result, actually. To sort of turn it on its head. Okay. Let's try that. So first things first, we will just do that, I guess. This might be problematic. I'm not sure I can do... Check what I can do with effect from. So, effect from returns that. Can I just do this? I believe I need to expected nil found type model nil. Oh, okay. What else can I do with effect? There's no, there's no simple Most of the application need to return a top blah 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 from the init and update functions. If you don't want to perform any side effects, yeah. Now provide yeah, I'm not doing that. Don't need JSON stuff. Okay, I think it's only a from I can use there. Okay. I guess I could just do the anonymous function thing then. Let's try that. So effect from takes a function which gets a dispatch callback. We then call dispatch on it. That's not right. Is that right? So we've got from function dispatch is daemon running. What I built there's got to be a better way than that. But anyway, let's try that. It worked. Okay. And I can double check that by stopping the daemon. Now run it. And it should never come back through because we haven't got the timer yet. 3, 2, 1. Definitely not. If I start the daemon again, and then run the GUI, instantly, well, you saw a little flicker there, but that's fine. That's a good point, actually. With that, yeah, we'll see. Now I'm just wondering whether I should have it optimistic there or not, but no. All right, so we have it as daemon running. We now need, on the back of this result, for daemon running to start the timer effectively. So it's going to get a little complicated in here now. Because I don't want to be starting the timer all the time. I need to just say, oh, okay, timer's not running, and we've got a daemon running result. Okay. Let's do, in the same vein that we've got handle tick here, we're going to do something very similar, but for Daemon running. So handle tick. We'll call this Daemon running. We'll pass in the model. Shall we? Yeah. Got Daemon running. As a result, we can update the model, pass it in. Or we could just pass it in on its own. Separate items. Or how about a maybe start timer? It's getting a little bit more complicated than it probably should be. But I can think of different scenarios where we might want to potentially do that. So yeah, we'll do that. And this will return an effect and some sort of message. And it will do like case. I'm going to create a new thing like timer running, and then it's true. Ooh, wrong thing. Then we do effect dot none because we're good. And for false, we just do start timer. Okay. Here's my model. And then here, timer running false. So we have something in the model just keeps track of whether we've got the timer running or not. We have, okay, on init, we dispatch is Daemon running. We know that works. It comes through here, and then Daemon running. Does its thing, and then instead of just doing effect none, it does maybe start timer with the model. And then in here, let's put a little bit of comment on this. Start the timer if running. So maybe start timer gets the model and goes, right, if it's true, do nothing. If it's false, now we need to update the model. And then start the timer. So we do need it really to do a tuple thing to make sure things are good. So it needs to return an updated model. And that means here we don't return a tuple. We return cool from that. So maybe start timer model. Daemon running. What's it complaining about? Oh, didn't want that one. This case clause was found to return a different type. Specs model blah found effect message. Hey. Yeah, because that's broken. So here, again, tuple, just straight model, nothing to do, very good. And then in here, we want to update the model. To say, timer running. True. Oh. So model update, timer running, true, start the timer. And I don't need Daemon running. Is that correct? Right, so let's follow it through. Model. Daemon running, timer running. So on init, we don't know whether the daemon is running and the timer should not be running. So they're both set to false. We then emit the model with that, and we dispatch asking, okay, is the daemon running? So that's the first thing we do. So that comes into the update function. We get is daemon running, no changes to the model, and we call is daemon running. And then from is daemon running, we do the do. No, next one. So is daemon running, we go use the IPC call to check, get the promise back, pass the value from the promise into a message constructor, and then on the back of that, tap into that promise and pass that into a dispatch. So we're dispatching the effect, which says go, which says basically the daemon is or is not running. And that's going to be here. So the daemon comes in running, hopefully. And then we go, okay, maybe start the timer. And we pass in a new model, which has the daemon running set on it. So we're coming in to maybe start timer with this updated model that knows that the daemon is running in theory, or not. Check to see whether the timer is running. If it is, basically do nothing. We're done. Don't need to do any more. If not, then we need to kick off the timer. God, I'll twitch my eye. So we do the start timer, having said that we know that, well, we hope that the timer is running. It's going to be a one-shot start on that. And so that does its thing, does a tick, and then the tick goes handle tick. And then we're off to the races. And it's going to just keep on doing. And there's daemon running every 5 seconds. In theory. Okay. Build that. run. So in theory, it will be instantly showing the button to get version because the daemon is running, and then shouldn't change until I stop. So that's like 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So if we do Snippet Expander stop, the button should go away. So this button should just disappear and get is daemon not running. Yay, there we go. And then if I put it back to running, cool. Solved. That was a little bit messy. But it does get the job done. And I think if I end up having anything else where it's like, okay, once I know the thing, I need a timer to make sure it's running, I can switch that that mechanism up. I mean, I could maybe have a couple of different timers if I need to. I don't think I do. Although I don't know whether we go and get the snippets for the UI. On a regular basis, I can't remember. But anyway, that's cool. All right, so I'm glad I got that working. I'm kind of out of time already now, so I should probably wrap up. It's a little bit of a slow start, but at least we've got it going. And that's useful. So next time I need to clean things up and actually get the UI to look a little bit better. So at the moment, what it should be doing is, well, it won't have all that yet. But if I stop it again, and this is the Svelte based version that I am going to remimic, I need to have something like this. So we need the notice to come up and say cannot connect to the daemon. And then after that, we'll start hooking up things so that we can actually start the daemon from the GUI. Like that. So that's cool. Right, okay. Let's get out of there. And yeah, there you go. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.